The present and former governments have been blaming each other over the losses incurred by the Ceylon Electricity Board. However, while the losses of the CEB are nearing 100 billion rupees, additional power has been purchased for the next 6 months at higher rates.
The government will provide the required funds to avoid inconvenience in the public, although the CEB is in a crisis. 100 megawatts of emergency power have been purchased. We have extended a 6-month contract awarded by the former government for the purchasers to an year. The CEB, which was making profits before 2015, is sustaining losses since these institutions were inactive under the former government. Electricity had been supplied at higher rates due to the purchase of emergency power at higher rates. The Norachole power plant, which is the first coal power plant in the country, does not suffer losses, although there are shortcomings. If 900 megawatts of power supply is handled by one company, then bringing in another company would disrupt the process. We haven't awarded the tender yet. We have only called for a proposal. We only assisted the CEB engineers to implement their work plan. Although it was said that emergency purchases were important, we decided it could not be done. Today, steps have been taken to make an emergency purchase of 200 megawatts of power. Our hydropower capacity is 64%. This will reduce if water is supplied to meet the requirements of the Mahavali hydropower complex by the 15th of March. If the drought continues, a shortage of 500 megawatts of electricity will occur. Power cuts will occur if this shortage is not fulfilled. It was said that a minister in the former government had certain issues. This name is not being revealed since the person who said it worked alongside this minister. The government can't resolve the issues by blaming the opposition, as this is a national problem. While Susil Premajayantha served as the Minister of Power from the 10th of April 2004, WDJ Seniviratna served in that capacity from the 23rd of November 2005. Patali Champika Ranawaka served in this position from the 23rd of April 2003, while Pavitra Vanyarachi replaced him on the 28th of January 2013 before Patali Champika Ranawaka was reappointed to the same role on the 12th of January 2015. Ranjit Thiyambalapitiya served in this capacity on the 4th of September in 2015, while Ravi Karunanayaka held this portfolio from the 20th of December 2018. However, Suren Batagoda served as the Secretary to the Ministry of Power and Energy from the 19th of January 2015 until the new government came into power. They have prepared a power generation plan. Therefore, they are well aware of the impending power crisis, but they never find a solution to this until the last minute. Instead of finding solutions, a notice is issued stating the power supply would be suspended within 2 days. Thereafter, attempts are made to purchase power from independent power producers. Then the commissions are higher. This is what they are trying to do today. Mahindananda Alutgamage convenes a news briefing and says that power will be purchased from the private sector immediately. Then electricity is purchased at higher rates. The group then divides the commissions earned through these purchases.
Lanka Transformers Limited
Lanka Transformers Limited, which is a semi-governmental body under the CEB, earns profits while the CEB is suffering losses. The profits earned by the LTL must be shared among the CEB and the Treasury. However, LTL had been bearing the expenses of all previous power and energy ministers. The same applies to the current State Minister of Power, Mahindananda Aluthgamage. Therefore, it is justifiable when the power and energy ministers express anger when matters concerning LTL's fraud and corruption are exposed.
නාස්තිය ගැන කතා කරනකොට ඇමතිතුමාට කේන්ති යන එක හරි මොකද ඇමතිතුමා ඉන්නේ LTL එකේ සාත්තුවේ.